Hello, this is Naim Kasirudi from Wicked Wonders, and I'm here with Darshan Haribabu. And today we have a special guest, Navir Lutchmedial, and he's a senior who's playing for the USA World Under 19 World Cup squad. So Darshan, could you start off by introducing Navir and his specialties?
So, Navir, you are currently representing the USA cricket team, and you recently went to um, the West Indies, back to your hometown for a tournament. So, what do you think the experience was there, and how do you think you played?
Well, honestly, the experience was enjoyable. Um, I think the weather was pretty good. The conditions that we played in was pretty good, and I also think you know, I had a decent run. I scored like 75 runs, which is not my best, but it's still pretty good. I hit lots of sixes, so yeah, I'll take it.
So Navir, I wanted to ask you. So I know when you scored 100 in West Indies as well. So whenever you scored your 100, I know you did some aggressive celebration. When you took off your helmet and you were holding your bat, you were celebrating aggressively towards the crowd by flipping a couple of people off. So why were you like super aggressive in that game?
Well, honestly, I just had to show them levels. The only one who can beat me is me, so I just had to show the crowd who I am.
I like that mindset. So using that mindset, has it helped you score a lot of runs and hit sixes? And how has it helped you in your overall performance?
Well, honestly, I just feel like it helps me get in the zone, because I am absolute. So anything I do comes true. So yeah.
So, obviously, being from the Caribbean, you're used to the conditions. So, how has that impacted your game, and how did you find the pitch conditions and the ground conditions?
So yeah, since I'm familiar with those conditions, it really I thought the other players they were getting a lot more tired than me because it was pretty hot, but I'm pretty used to that. So I think it helped with my stamina and my overall drive to continue pushing through the game.
That's a good answer, Navir, because I know West Indies is a lot different than the United States and it being really hot. So another thing I wanted to lead into was, so how has the Tompkins Cricket Club influenced your playing style and has it helped you a lot?
Well, the Tompkins Cricket Club has helped me a lot because I get to watch great players like Darshan Hardbabu himself, and I could basically pick up things that he does and implement them in my game.
So being a USA player yourself, could you identify some strengths and weaknesses of Darshan's batting style?
Honestly, weaknesses I don't really see any. Strengths, he has really good technique and he can really read. Like he has a good idea of reading the bowler.
So, as a cricketer, there has to be a certain level of discipline and routines. So, walk us through your everyday routines and how you prepare for the big games.
So usually nutrition I think is really important to me. I have very good eating habits and I always do light cardio when I'm not playing cricket. But before games, I just really like to meditate for 5 minutes just so I could really get in the zone. And yeah.
So I know you play a lot of pickleball in your free time. So how has pickleball helped your cricket performances?
Well, I feel like pickleball really helps me with more of my stamina because pickleball, you're changing direction, running all the time. So I feel like pickleball has really helped the fitness aspect of my cricket career.
So one thing I wanted to talk about is you're a player who hits sixes a lot. So like what type of diet do you normally consume in order to get the strength to hit those sixes?
Um, Usually just a high protein diet, gram of protein per pound of body weight. And honestly, yeah, I just try to eat a lot of calories because I'm very active, so I need to have energy for the games. And yeah,
So could you recommend some exercises for the average population in order to be able to hit those sixes?
some exercises. Honestly, there's not really specific exercises. Just find a good workout routine that's balanced, and you hit every muscle group consistently. Probably yeah, and you should be good.
So, what are some specific weight exercises? What machines should you use to get bigger legs and then get abs so you can hit a lot of sixes? Because those two are the main muscles that you engage while going big.
For legs, maybe a squat variation. quad extensions, hamstring curls, and calf raises. That's really all you need. And then for abs, honestly, I don't train them myself, but I feel like, when you play stuff like cricket, your core is already getting worked because it's very important. So, yeah.
So Navir, so I know you've been sponsored by a lot of cricketing companies. So could you talk us through your favorite sponsor and the favorite bat which they've given you?
Honestly, I don't really have a favorite because there's too much to keep track of. But I like trying out all the different bats because, some of them, they get more power than the others. Some of them better precision. And so for me, it's just fun trying them out, because I'm such a great player. Honestly, I could just have a little bit of fun when I play.
Do you prefer the heavy bats or the lightweight bats?
I prefer the heavy bats because I feel like power is probably my most recognizable like style that I have. So the heavy bats help me get more power, and so I prefer them.
So some people have been spitting some allegations around. They've seen your physique, and then some pictures have been leaked. They've seen that it's been ChatGPT'd. What are you saying to those reporters and the media?
Um, you know, they hate me because they can't beat me. I mean, obviously it's not ChatGPT, but I mean, if they think it's ChatGPT, they can say how they are, and I'll just keep getting better.
So that's a good response, Navir. So one thing I wanted to mention is that the players on your team, Mihir Vital and Sarim Maman Kawaja, they both claim that you're a very slow runner between the wickets, and that whenever you try to take one run or two runs, you're very slow and you often struggle to make it to the other side. So, like, why do you think that they say this?
Honestly, I don't know what they're talking about. I'm the fastest player on the team. In my mind, I'm always the best. So I think they should get their eyes checked.
Mm. So with the few minutes that I have left with you, I have a couple more questions. So one thing I've noticed is that whenever you're batting, you tend to do a bit of a prayer before you step onto the field. So walk me through your mental thinking right before you start batting.
So that prayer is to my grandpa because I look up to him and he's the one who taught me how to play cricket. And so every time I step on the, plate to bat, I always think of him because he's the reason why I started.
That's a good answer, Nafil. So one thing I wanted to also ask was I know Mihir's your batting partner. So can you explain how you guys complement each other's batting style?
So I usually when I play, I always go for power. And so I'm always hitting sixes, and I give Mahir time to rest, right? And Mahir he just he's like the opposite of me, no power, but he gets the job done, and that's what I like. As long as you get the job done, so I think that's very important for me.
So the last performance that you had in West Indies, I know you scored 133 runs off just 50 balls, hitting 18 sixes. That's the most sixes any under 19 USA cricketer has hit. So how do you feel about that accomplishment?
Honestly, pretty average. For me, it's average. I mean, I do stuff like this all the time because in my mind, I'm always the best. I'll always be the best. So, yeah, just more to come. There's more to come. That's all I have to say.
So we have just 2 minutes left with you. So Darshan will start by asking another question.
So what are your future aspirations as one of the leading prospects of USA cricket? Where do you want to see yourself in 10 years' time?
So right now, I think uh, pretty much one of the best in the world. In 10 years' time, I will be the best in the world, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'll just keep getting better from here. There's really no stopping me.
Okay, so last question. You being part of the USA team, does it fill you with pride that you're representing your country? And how does it feel sharing the dressing room with 11 other USA cricketers?
Well, yeah, I obviously have huge respect for the other players on the team, and it really feels like when you play for a country, it's really different because you get that feeling of pride on your shoulders that you have to carry throughout every match, and it's just a really great feeling to have, knowing that you have a lot of support going into your matches.
Okay, so before you go, who's your favorite cricket player and why?
My favorite cricket player probably has to be Virat Kohli, because he's the best right now, and obviously if they're the best, you just have to respect that, honestly.
All right, thank you so much for your time, Navir, and I hope you great success for your USA journey.
Thank you.
Good job, Navir.
All right, thanks.